I'm just putting a disclaimer out there for the video that you're about to see. It was supposed to be part of the vlog, and then it wasn't because I realized I went on way longer than I meant to. So, yeah, I just felt like maybe just making it a separate thing. So, here are my thoughts, at least an hour into the Runaway Bride, and if you want me to watch more romance movies to hear my thoughts, be sure to let me know some others, because I just very real with how I feel about romance movies, guys. I don't do them intentionally. I just thought, you know, I kind of like that era of movies. I'm trying to maybe give them a shot, but oh gosh dang. So anyways, just letting everybody know that that part did not make it into the vlog for this week because I felt like I went on for too long, but I still felt like maybe people would get some enjoyment out of my commentary. So, check it out. Girl, and she's basically ran away from the altar 3 different times with 3 different guys. And that's kind of like what this guy's doing. He's like running the story on her, but like kind of weirdly stalking her, and also kind of also weirdly like becoming friends with all of her like town. It's like a small town, but she grew up there, and he's weirdly becoming friends with everybody like really quickly. Like he just met them and they're friends, and it's just really odd, including the guy she's gonna marry next. And I'm like waiting for the part where like they fall in love. Cause I'm like, I don't see it happening, but maybe it'll prove me wrong. If anyone needs context, it's the same guy that was in Pretty Woman with also Julia Roberts, but played like the romance interest in that movie as well. Okay, so I know earlier I said the part about like, oh yeah, I don't really know how they're gonna get together. I don't know how that's gonna happen for Runaway Bride stuff, right? And now I'm like, he helped her, well, barely helped her. She got her dad, who was intoxicated, into her car. And I think that was her car. It was a truck. And he got her in there. She got him in there. And then, eventually this guy, like, right as, like, he's already in the car, he, like, opens the driver's side door and, like, tries to help. And then it's like, you literally are doing nothing, but it's fine. Like, basically he opened the door and kind of just watched her push him in there by herself, which, you know, okay. Don't even look like you're trying to help. And then she's like, oh, don't write about this. And he was like, how about you leave your dad here? And then you'd go for a drive with me and let him sleep it off. And I was like, hold up. Also, a little bit previously, she gave him a Miles Davis record because she went through his stuff in his hotel room and saw that he had like a cassette tape. Yeah, a cassette tape that said Miles on it, and so she knew that, and so she was like, here, you can have this. I went through my attic and you can have it. And so then this old lady's like, I smell trouble. And I'm just like, wait a minute, hold up, wait, this is why I don't do romances. I can't. I look for the logic in them. I was like, there's no way these people are gonna get together, there's no way. And then all of a sudden she gives him a Miles Davis record when, like, he's been annoying her for, we're at an hour and 2 minutes of this movie, and we have 54 minutes left. They have 54 minutes to fall in love. Side note, her fiance that she, you know, is supposed to get married to eventually is the guy from Law and Order. Oh my gosh, and it's so weird because he looks the exact same. It's kind of freaky, and he's like this coach and like this big sports guy, and yeah, I don't know how well this is going to go. Okay, so it's a cute movie, okay? We are not 50, we're at a minute, it took 3 minutes. At least 3 minutes. We're at an hour and 5 minutes and 45 seconds to the dot. I mean, we have 50 minutes left. 50 and 37 minutes left. And his car broke down, and she asked him what he put in his tank or whatever, diesel, and he's like, whatever pump was closest to the car, and I'm like, and he's a Camaro? So I'm sorry, which I think is a pretty good car. I mean, I know that, like, I know Camaro is a car, which must mean it's a pretty nice car. So, I'm sorry, should you even own a nice car if you don't know what kind of gas to put in it? I don't know, because she touched his shoulder to, like, basically use him to, like, get onto this fence to climb over. He was all like, oh, like, struck. Like, Cupid's arrow. And then she was also struck because she, like, looked at him and was like, oh, I've suddenly forgotten how to climb a fence. And then stuff like that happens, and I'm like, are you guys just trying to, like, fill time? Because I'm sorry. That's not... I've suddenly forgot how to climb a fence. It reminds me of this other movie called Love Guaranteed, and this lady's a lawyer, and I guess this guy, like, the love interest smells her hair or something, and he just goes, you don't smell like a lawyer. And I'm like, if you just took that part out, I could take this movie not more seriously. Yeah, probably more seriously, but not, like, in the way of, like, applying it to real life, you know? But, like, they throw these things in here, and I'm like, I don't know if someone's just like, maybe someone will like this part. There's even a song. I don't know the song, and I feel bad if the song's good. But it's like, I've never seen blue like this before. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? The sky? Okay. So what happened? They are an item now. And I want to say his name's like Richard Gere, but I don't know why I would know that, considering I've only seen this guy in one other movie, which is Pretty Woman. Okay, so, oh my gosh. Okay, so what happened is they did a rehearsal for her wedding because she's supposed to get married soon, right? Like, I don't even know what day it is right now. They keep saying Sunday, but I don't know what that means. Like, is that 2 days? Who knows? And I don't know. I don't even understand what's happening right now. I mean, I do, but it's so funny, I can't contain it. So, basically what's happening, they had a rehearsal for her wedding, and then her husband-to-be was like, here, we'll put, like, the love interest guy as, like, he was supposed to be, like, the pastor, okay, to marry them. And then she was taking a long time to walk down the aisle, so then husband-to-be was like, here, I'll walk with you, and then this guy can be, like, the groom. And then he's like, okay, da-da-da, we do all this, and then you can kiss the bride. And then they actually do end up, like, kissing. And I thought it was kind of weird, like, they chose that moment to do it. I'm like, wait, you're literally at your wedding rehearsal with the guy that you're going to marry, and you're kissing this guy. And then this guy's like, how long has this been going on for? And then he's like, or she's like, just a minute. And I'm like, what is happening right now? Like, what a slap in the face for this dude, right? And then basically, like, he leaves, right? The now ex-fiance is leaving. And then one of her friends, like, goes after him and, like, wants to give him her number. It was just weird. And then now, like, she's, like, wanting to kiss him and everything after everyone leaves. And he's like, yo, like, we should talk. And then he's like, well, you do have a wedding date, and you have a dress, and there's a church, and you should get married to someone you love. And I'm like, wait a minute. Hasn't he, like, only been, like, you know, following her around? I don't know what the time frame is, but I want to say it's less than a month. And I'm like, wait a minute. She just met you. She knows, like, that you like Miles Davis, and she knows what your parents did as jobs and why you were a journalist. But, like, other than that, like, she doesn't really know that much more about him. I feel like he knows more about her than the other way around. And are they seriously going to get married? What? You guys, they're actually doing it. They're getting married. And it showed a clip of her and him on a horse, and she had, like, this dress on. The dress was draped over the whole, like, horse's, like, behind. And I'm just like, what? What? I didn't think this is where this movie was going. I just thought they were gonna get together. I didn't know they were gonna get married. Oh my gosh. How old is this movie? I have to know. I have to know.
Not very good with people.
Oh my gosh. 1999. 1999. Oh my gosh, I was right. So it's Richard Gere? How did I know that? Oh my gosh. Go me. Also, Joan Cusack is in here, and the woman who played the assistant to Julia Roberts in Princess Diaries, she's in here too. And the woman that plays Jackie in the Roseanne series. A lot of people in this movie, my gosh. 1999 people. Oh my gosh. So I guess they're getting ready at a salon, and they're going around, like, I guess her friends are going around saying, like, what they like about this guy. Again, guys, he hasn't been there that long, and they're just like, I like his hair in many colors, because they did kind of like dye his hair a bunch of colors to kind of get back at him for writing a rude article about her, which, by the way, was totally off of someone else's like perspective. It was one of the guys that like was engaged to her or something. And they're like, yeah, I have this story. But, like, he never went to the source, which, personally, I mean, I went to school for journalism. I'm like, you probably have to go to the source on who it's about and not just write, like, because then you're just, you're basing it off speculation, right? Like, you don't know how, like, it's someone else's opinion on someone else. But, like, I don't know, and then he, like, I don't know. I just don't think the article should have been published at all, personally, because I would say it's definitely speculation, because you're going off someone else's biased opinion! Anyways, so they're at the salon, and they're all going around, you know, saying what they like, and, like, her grandma's like, I like his tight butt. Like, what? And she goes, Grandma! And she's like, what? I do. And I'm like, that's a little freaky. Okay, I do have to say, I do think it's funny. So now, like, she's acting all weird and nervous and giggly when all he did was call her at her job. And he's all like, I see a beautiful woman right now. And she's like, he can see me. And I'm like, okay, you guys are gonna get married, but why are we acting like a new couple? Because they are a new couple, but they're getting married. And I don't know. Maybe it's different when you're older, but I'm over here like, I don't think this would, I want to say this would never happen, but maybe it would. I don't know. I'm just over here like, what? This is why, guys, this is seriously why I can't watch romance movies, because this is how I get. I just start laughing. Okay, so it's the day of the wedding, and they're going to get like married and stuff, right? And there's like all these news like teams there, and there's one guy that's basically reporting, but like just through a handheld video camera, like with a microphone, and I'm like, hold up, like that's not live, right? Like it's just like oh my gosh. And there's someone playing acoustic guitar in the background, and I guess he's not there yet, but like I guess several hundred people are wondering if she's gonna like get married or not. I would say show up, but she's already there. So it's like, will she, won't she? And I'm like, okay, people, it is just a wedding. Let's all calm down. Apparently they're selling t-shirts. We are at 1 hour and 28 minutes and 55 seconds in this thing. There are 27 minutes left and 27 seconds left. A lot can happen. We are 1 hour and 44 minutes in here. The wedding did not happen. She ran. After someone took a picture of her and the flash went off, which there wasn't supposed to be any photography in the first place, I guess. And she ran and jumped on a FedEx truck, and I don't know how much time has passed. But so far, she has been selling these lamps that she makes out of, like, electrical outlet stuff, just metal things, and then, or hardware things, I guess. And she figured out what kind of eggs she likes, because she basically changed her mind on what kind of eggs she likes, or how she likes her eggs with each guy. I guess she's been close to marrying. And then now she's at this guy at the original Richard Gere's apartment, and like all the lights were off, and he gets home and his phone went off, and then you just heard someone like click the dial click or whatever, and you assumed it was her, but then he like opens this closet door that has a mirror on it, and she's just sitting there on this couch in the dark, and she's like, I've come to talk to you. And I'm like, okay, first off, that's freaking creepy.
I'm not very good with people.
You don't just sit in someone's apartment in the dark.
I'm not very
It's weird.
If you don't start a
And how did she get in?
you won't have
And also, he named his cat Italics.
you won't have one. Patient. If you don't start a
Mm-hmm.
conversation,
And now she's trying to basically be like, I had to learn about myself because other people that I was going to marry didn't know the real me, but they thought they did. But I didn't know the real me, but you knew the real me, and I had to figure out the real me. I mean, I get the message. Like, basically love yourself before you're ready to love someone else. Okay. So they did get married, but it was kind of funny because they got married in like a field by some bales of hay and a group of cows. It was just them, and then for some reason, like, the people that were invited to the wedding, which I might think were just like their closest friends, they were down like the hill, and they like were running up this hill after they got married, I guess, and they're just running up. It just looked really awkward. But I guess like then a bunch of people like called other people, and everyone's celebrating because she finally got married. But I'm like, you guys, like, I don't think it's fun. I know it's a movie. So anyway, that's the Runaway Bride stuff, and oh gosh, it's almost a 2-hour long movie.